Oh yeah, Black Sun in the Hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent review today. Oh man, where do I start? Netherworld, last night's experience. Wow. So I was gonna live stream that event, but the thing is you can't take cameras inside, so that that killed all that. But yeah. Um and streaming outside, all you're gonna see was a line. I mean, you had monsters walking around, but let me tell y'all, where do I start? Netherworld is the best haunted house experience, I want to say, in the whole Southeast. Um, Not only in the South, but I would say the West Coast. I mean, I'm sorry, the East Coast. So the Southeast. So the South and the East is the best. Um, Man, where do I start? Um, Let me just say this. Start by saying this. I have, in my years, been to a lot of haunted houses and a lot of paranormal events, and let me tell you, Netherworld is the mother. It is the mother of all haunted houses. It is the mother. It is. Um, I don't think. Uh, it is like the. It is like the. It is like the haunted house theme park. If you want to, like, but I mean, it's better than any like Six Flags, Disneyland. It is like the Six Flags of haunted houses. It is like a haunted house theme park. It is the equivalent to, like, okay, so like what Disneyland, Disney World, Six Flags, like Netherworld is the mother of all haunted houses. Literally. It is. Hey, Free Spirit, Sonic, what's going on? What's going on? Um, Free Spirit, if you were able to come to Atlanta, Georgia, you have to go to Netherworld. Oh my goodness. Sonic Christian, I don't know where you're from, but yeah, if you guys are on the East Coast and in the South, like DC, West Virginia, North Carolina, because I've heard people, yeah, they said it came up from Florida, people from Alabama, of course, Tennessee, Missouri. I've heard people from Missouri, like people are driving to come to one of our top attractions. I would say, oh man, I would say, yeah, this man, let me just tell y'all, it is one of the best attractions in Atlanta. And it's funny because it's here in Stone Mountain, but it's borderlines, um, it borderlines Stone, DeKalb County, which is Stone Mountain, and Gwinnett County. And let me tell y'all, I went to this thing some years ago when it was in its early stage, and they have improved a lot. They have improved a lot. This year, now I think, was it last year, the year before last was the 25th anniversary. So now they're just building off of that. And with their anniversary, so they have their main haunted house, which is your gold, your ghouls, your ghost, and all that. And then they have the second haunted house, which is a I'm a Christian, in real life. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. Um, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Sonic Christian. I'm gonna get to that in a minute because this relates to the haunted house. So, you have your main haunted house, which is your witches, your ghouls, all that, your undead, and then you have your second haunted house, which is your science. Actually, I call it the science fiction house, which is your, I guess zombies would consider. science fiction. Y'all please correct me. And then you have your like your man-eating plants, your cyborgs, your man, this thing it is an experience that y'all, if you cannot come to Georgia and not, and now they have a year-round thing, but you got to like at October has to be hands down for Georgia with Netherworld. Netherworld, I don't know if they have other franchises across the country, but this is the top haunted house hands down. And I've been to one, I mean, the best one I've been next to Netherworld is one in California where they actually had the Hall of Mirrors. Now, Netherworld has a Hall of Mirrors also. They had a Hall of Mirrors, and when you looked at your reflection, you became old. It was, oh man. Woo-hoo. But, and then they have I don't want to spoil anything, but okay, so the one in California had this giant alien at the end just pop out of the ground, and it's dangling and it's strobe lights, so it's scary. But um I can see why they don't want you taking pictures or photos or video recordings in there because let's just keep it at 100. Netherworld, they're in competition. Let me say that again. Netherworld is in competition with all these other horror, haunted house, even with the Six Flags and all of them. They are in competition, so they say they are the best, and for that reason, they have to have high security. So y'all don't be disappointed when you go in there. You can't. I was going to do a live stream yesterday, but you can't do that because of competition. You know what I'm saying? They are the best, and in order to stay the best, they can't reveal their secrets. Now, um, like me, I'm telling y'all that it is a good experience. I cannot even describe some of the stuff in there. Let's just say the effects. It is not your typical horror house experience. This thing is it's amazing. It is amazing, and I'm telling y'all this. I'm what almost. I'm, like I said, I've been to a lot of horror, haunted houses, so forth. And let me tell y'all, this I can't explain. Just go to it. This is a must go to. Like I'm just, I'm just like, oh man, I really can't wait. But let me tell y'all this as a disclaimer: if you frighten easily, if you frighten easily, they do have a disclaimer like, okay, like there's a lot of they let me just say this. They have now when you go there, if you can't handle it, they do have escape. They do have where people will escort you out of there. It's just that it's that scary. Um, if you cannot take it, if your senses are just too sensitive, they do have, like I said, they even have, even before it starts, they have doors where you can see, you know what, I changed my mind, I don't want to do it, and they will allow you. They have exits. They every so often they have exits saying, look, you can opt out now because it just it gets scarier and scarier and scarier, and it is like it is it is it's pretty terrifying. So yeah, y'all look up Netherworld. Y'all look up like I said, it's been around for a long time. And let me just say this. It's something that you have to prepare for. You don't want to like take a person there as well. I mean, some people, I don't know if they like surprises, but you have to be mentally ready to be scared. Okay, you have to be mentally ready to just be scared, and your senses are on high alert the whole time. The first haunted house, it takes 30 minutes to go through. So just know that the time limit. It takes 30 minutes to go. No, is it 30 or 20? I'm sorry. It might be 20, 25, but like I said, they will allow you to exit out if you just can't take it no more. Okay, so I'm gonna just put that out there. They will allow you to leave if you cannot take it. Okay. Now, I noticed a lot of people who did the first haunted house weren't going to the second one. That's just how intense it was. Me, I'm the type of person I like to get my money's worth, but a lot of people who exited the first one, that was enough for them. They didn't even want to. But see, me, I was curious because, like I said, I've done this before. So I wanted to go to the attraction, which is, like I said, the science fiction. I said, okay, I want to see how they do the science fiction. And oh, bravo, bravo, Netherworld, bravo, because most haunted houses only do like one type of theme, like your demons and all that stuff. So yeah, they took it to another level. Like, okay, well, you're not impressed by demons and ghouls and ghosts and all that. Okay, well, we got some science fiction for you. And yeah, the science fiction, I was impressed. Like I was impressed with the first haunted house with the classical haunted house theme. But like I said, they got a second haunted house, which is actually not a haunted house. It's a more of a pure. It's more of a I forgot the name of it. It's called the parasitic something. But it's supposed. It's the theme is radiation. It's more of a fallout theme. It's more of a fallout theme. Like if you guys, and this has always been in the horror world genre. People always debate like your zombies are considered science fiction, not horror. If that makes sense, does that make sense to y'all? Type in the one if that makes sense to y'all, because I know when I explain this, sometimes people want to come at me and debate me about it, and it's like it's you got your horror and you got your science fiction. You got your horror, you got your science fiction. Please press the one in the chat if y'all understand that, because a lot of people they get upset. Hey, okay, so Sonic understand. Hey, Deacon, what's going on, man? I'm just explaining the whole experience. Fallout is the best science fiction game. That is true. So that is true. You know what? I need you on the Twitch. We gonna start doing some shows from the Twitch, but Netherworld has figured it out. Netherworld has figured out that you have your horror and you have your science fiction, and they capitalized on that big time, which a lot of horror haunted houses are not doing. They capitalize off both genres. Some people, hey, twin, what's going on? What's going on, man? I'm just giving my review of Netherworld. I was going to stream there last night, but they wouldn't allow streaming. So I'm here tonight. And let me tell y'all, that is best, the best horror science fiction thing. Oh man, it is incredible, y'all. It is incredible. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. Okay, so let me get back to the distinction between the two. So, like I said, your horror, they have your traditional horror house, which involves your ghouls, your witches, your ghosts, and then you got your science fiction, because science fiction, zombies fall under science fiction. Who understands that? Y'all press the one if you understand that zombies is comes from science fiction. Um, for all you old school movie buff heads, I don't know for the newer generation. I don't know if they'll get that, but yeah, the undead zombies is more of a science fiction thing. So your zombies, your mutants, your zombies, your mutants, your man eating plants, your like okay, so yeah, we understand that. Okay. So um how can I explain this? It's two different themes. It's two different themes. Both are just as scary. Kind of like ghouls and super mutants from Fallout. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so the second theme is more like your what happens if there's a nuclear fallout, a radiation spill. Now you got zombies walking around. So that is that theme. Your man eating plants, like I said, is dealing with science fiction. The first haunted house is dealing with horror. Now, there's horror in science fiction, but when you're looking at certain movies, now this is how they used to do back in the day. I don't know how they do movies now, but back in the day, you had your science genre, then you had your horror genre. And so, like I said, I these guys are brilliant because they've made two haunted houses. So again, y'all, if you go to the if you come to Atlanta, you got the experience. If you're even within driving distance of Atlanta, make it a priority to come out. Make it a priority because it is an experience that I can't even describe. I cannot describe. This thing is getting bigger and bigger each year. Um, I will say that I was there. I went to it like years ago when they were just doing the boo pop out boom boom. No, it's way beyond that. Some of the visual effects, some of the way they have the corridors, the way they have the whole thing structured. And I don't want to give it away, but even when you look up in the sky, there's things happening. Oh God. Oh man, there are things happening all over. The visuals are incredible. Let me just say, some of the staff there, the staff is very professional. Um, when I say professional, these aren't just ordinary, like just wear a mask and come out and scare you. These are performers. Okay. These are performers. They are superb. I mean, the skill. And y'all will see when you go into the haunted house. When you go into the haunted house, you will see some of the skill that these people are applying to this thing. It is incredible. Again, let me say this before I close out because this was just a review. This is not even a show, y'all. So let me give a shout out to y'all. Shout out to Sonic Christian. Shout out to Twin Pyramid, Deacon. Shout out to Free Spirit. Hey, Free Spirit. Hey. So shout out to y'all. Let me just say this. Um, if you scare easy, just know they do have escape routes. If you just can't take it no more, um, they do have escape routes. They do have that. And like I said, a lot of people who did the haunted house who made it through didn't even go to the second one. Of course, I went to the second one. And let me tell you, it was it was an experience, man. And I'm anxious to see because they're still building on the second one. They're going to expand it even further because, like I said, some of the ideas from The Walking Dead, some of the ideas from Fallout, some of the ideas that I can see them continue building on it because a lot of these people, they hire give ideas and they build off that. I mean, these people are so creative. So with that being said, I am going to close it out. Wish I can go 100%. Yeah, man, it's definitely an experience. You have to go. So, with that being said, okay, yeah. Oh, real quick, tomorrow we got Nature Mom and Zanzi. We will be discussing international affairs. And let's see, what else do we have lined up? And then the following week we will be back on track with everything with the champions corner. Might give y'all a pop-up show from the truck, and then so this will be the lineup for the weeks. So yeah, and then I'm gonna give y'all some, like I said, some few food reviews. Still working on that. So all right, y'all, with that, I'm gonna wrap up. Again, don't, if you come to Atlanta, do not miss that event. Try to make that event, man. Like I said, people are making the drive from different states. This thing is big. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.